Karl Marx is popular for giving us the blueprint of land, labor, capital as exploitation. But if we stop there with our critique, we will miss some of the violent processes that Marx's framework doesn't completely capture. Expand on Marx with some other scholars. For an understanding of gender and the body, we can turn to Silvia Federici's The Caliban and the Witch. This seminal book shows how the transition to capitalism required the famous witch hunts, the brutal control of women's bodies in Europe, controlling their knowledge and reproductive labor as well, in an effort to create a disciplined workforce and enforce a new sexual division of labor. Federici argues that you cannot separate capitalism's birth from the patriarchy that we know today. For a deeper understanding of race, we can go to Cedric Robinson's Black Marxism. In it, he argues that capitalism didn't invent racism, but instead it grew out of an older racial order and just attached itself to a pre-existing racial hierarchical structure. So enslavement and colonization would not have been just side events, but were indeed necessary for accumulating what funded the Industrial Revolution. Plantation, therefore, could be seen as a factory. If we're thinking about the psychic and political legacy of colonialism, particularly on post-colonial societies globally, we can think about Fanon's The Wretched of the Earth. In it, he gave us the theories of colonial violence as a power structure that is psychological in nature and creates internalized inferiority and fractures your consciousness, which means decolonization is about psychic reorganization of being, emancipation of the mind. A more robust critique of Marx would extend with these ideas and more, as opposed to focusing on Europeans' proletariat labor. We can think about how it consumed women's bodies under patriarchy, consumed black life under racial slavery, consumed entire continents under colonialism. Aronowitz talks about how globalized labor is a mechanism through which neoliberal capitalism exploits low-cost labor in developing countries in order to maximize products and profits. Also mentions labor arbitrage, where companies outsource jobs to developing countries, which undermines labor rights and wages globally, and also feeds migrant labor exploitation. Marx wasn't wrong, just a little incomplete, and can extend these arguments with these theories.